Yesterday, an indictment was unsealed against Democratic Lieutenant Governor of the state of New York, Brian Benjamin. Benjamin was, of course, arrested. He was released on $250,000 bail. So what did Benjamin do? Well, Benjamin did what a lot of politicians did, except he did it illegally. He basically engaged in a quid pro quo. According to the indictment, of course, he has not been convicted, so we can't say that he definitely did it. But he is being accused of bribery and fraud. Here's what it says. According to the New York Times, the 5-count indictment said Mr. Benjamin conspired to direct $50,000 in state funds to a Harlem real estate developer's charity while he was a state senator. In exchange, the developer orchestrated thousands of dollars in illegal campaign contribution to Mr. Benjamin's unsuccessful 2021 campaign for New York City comptroller and to his Senate campaign. Mr. Benjamin was also accused of offering to help the developer, Gerald Migdal, obtain a zoning variance if he made a $15,000 donation to a separate fund for state Senate Democrats. The developer was arrested on federal charges in November. So pretty cut and dry. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. You need these zoning variances, I need campaign money. Pretty easy, right? I mean, here's the problem. The way this was carried out, if it's carried out the way the indictment says, of course, again, we cannot say that he did it because he has not been convicted. This is what politicians do all the time. It's just that the way he did it was totally illegal, right? That's the biggest problem with politics today. Had they not said these things out loud, right, there would have been no problem. It would have just been, here's campaign money. Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, I'm changing the zoning variance over here that kind of benefits you. Ha, how ironic, right? Yeah, totally. That's legal. And that's the problem. That shouldn't be legal. Just because you don't say it out loud, just because there's no explicit quid pro quo in writing, in email, in text, or in conversation, doesn't mean it's not the same thing. If Mr. Benjamin did this, which, okay, signs do seem to point to the fact he did it, good, get him out of office, put him in jail if you need to. I don't care. Just because he's a Democrat, I'm not going to lose any sleep. I'm not so hyper-partisan that I'm willing to sit here and say that Democrats shouldn't be held accountable. They absolutely should. And if he did these things, put him away. And let's also change the rules for campaign finance to where even if you don't explicitly say the quid pro quo, if you're giving out these benefits to the people who funded your campaign, that should be illegal. Somebody pointed out on Twitter, I'm sorry, I forget who it was. I think it may have been Jeff Waldorf, but talked about like, this is the stupidest thing to get busted for. Because yeah, there are perfectly legal ways, unfortunately, to do what this indictment says Mr. Benjamin did. So the guy's just an idiot, basically. I'll tell you what else is a big problem here. Mr. Benjamin is, of course, on the primary ballot for New York governor this year as the lieutenant governor. So that's going to be a problem for Democrats. You already have somebody at the top of the ticket, Kathy Hochul, who came to power because your previous governor, Andrew Cuomo, had to resign many months ago, less than a year ago. This is a very contentious race for governor in the state of New York. And the Democrats, with all of their missteps in this state, that could cost them dearly. Right? It's bad enough with the Cuomo stuff, but now you throw in the Benjamin indictment, the 5-count indictment, I'd say Democrats are in trouble in New York. This is a very clear, picture of corruption that permeates through every level of the Democratic Party in the state of New York. The only thing they got going for them is what are they up against on the other side? Possibly, little Giuliani? Okay, that seems beatable. But if you were up against a competent candidate, which you very likely will be, this is a very big problem for Democrats. They need to get their house in order, get the rats out, find the corruption, and stamp it out for good. Because if not, Democratic Party's hold on the state of New York could be coming to an end because they simply can't be trusted anymore. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.